Hi, this is David Marsh with Emini Trading Strategies. We're already in a trade. Tried to get the recorder on, didn't get it in fast enough. We're trading an NSC at a no zone. Today's June 29, 2010. We've already had a one and done, and that was also an NSC at a no zone. That's my high probability setup. And how I've got my dome set up is to let one contract off at 4 ticks and one contract off at 8 ticks. If my long-term filter goes long, I can try to extend this out a little more. We've already hit 1 tick, so my stop loss has moved up. So see if we can jump off at our first target. Now, moving a stop loss sometimes this tight is a double-edged sword, but I do this. So if it drops down, we're going to get even on the trade. There we go. So we broke even on a trade, but you know what? That's okay. I want to show you the trade we had earlier today. Here's the opening bell here. We were in no zone. First trade out of no zone was a nice winner. One and done NSC at a no zone. And then we had another no zone trade, which, which really couldn't have been filled. There's just no possible way you would have been filled on that. It just wasn't going to happen. It is a valid no zone trade and it was a winner, but there's no way you're going to get filled on that trade. Then we had this trade here, which made it to a point, and this is where, again, using a trailing stop or moving your stop loss to break even sometimes is a double-edged sword. You know, it looked like this thing was really going to take off. We would have been filled, and here it is already back up at our profit, and we may have been filled now. But again, after 4 ticks, I move my stop loss up. Some members say, well, I'm just going to move it up 4 ticks. Then as it goes up a little bit more, then I'll move it up. And that of course is an option. I leave a little bit of discretion in there for the trader. I know a lot of guys don't like discretion, but that really is the way I trade it, just like you saw. Unfortunately, you missed me get filled on that because it happened so quick. And a lot of times this doesn't happen. You know, it bounced right up and it usually takes off. This is a high probability trade, and I expect this trade to move up, and we'll watch it for a little bit. We were trying to get off at 45 and 46. Our long-term filter is actually close to going long, so we jumped in. We moved 4 ticks. We moved our stop loss up, and that's important because I do want to mitigate risk. Now, in this particular instance, well, it worked against me, but I followed my rules. Okay. Again, some students will just move it up. An initial 8 tick stop loss, and there it goes. There's our 2-point target. Was already hit, and they will move it up just 4 ticks once it moves up 4 ticks, and then after it moves up a little bit more, then they move it up. But I go right to break even, right to entry, I should say, as soon as I see 4 ticks of price action. And again, it didn't work out this time, but I didn't lose on a trade, and that's the third NSC out of no zone trade. Again, this is June 29th. That was a winning trade, just got stopped out before I could make it. And sure enough, there's my 2-point plus target. And you know what? My long-term indicator is going long. If I were still in this trade, I could even push this out for a little more. So only trade I could really do at this point would be a pullback trade, would be to enter at 1044.50, and I would want to do that because the long-term indicator is now long. So that would be a 1044.75 entry. Let's see if we can go ahead and try to get one good trade. Well, catch one trade. We did catch the one and done today, and which I just showed you. We had the other no zone NSC trade that no possible way of getting filled. Then we had this trade. I was tight and I got stopped out at even, and long-term filter went long. So you can see it's a great trade. This NSC at a no zone is a very good winner. It's a very high probability winner. Now, Pro Indicator version 2 just updated to 45. I hurried up and put my limit there. I was talking, so I was probably not as quick as I could have been. And how it works is this. I'm looking to make a point profit. So if it makes the point profit, in which it just did, I cancel the trade. Why do I cancel the trade? Well, I didn't get filled. It made its profit. The pullback is over. Guys, this is trading. Sometimes we simply don't get filled. We had a great trade. It made full profit. We broke even on it. And then we had a good pullback trade. We didn't get filled. It made its full profit. So at this point in the game, not much more we can do. But again, I like to show you fresh content as frequent as I can, and that no zone NSC is definitely our high probability trade. As you can see, it's just it doesn't win every time. Nothing wins every time. But we've got over an 80% win rate with that first NSC coming out of no zone. Then again, if you used a long-term filter, which I teach in my course, you could have stayed in for a little bit more. So either way, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. You didn't get to see you didn't get to see me make any money, but you definitely saw the trade. So it is what it is. We just didn't get filled up there and came back down. So let's wrap it up right there, and thanks for watching.